Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Celebrate You Live. I am LaWanna Bradford, and we are here for the author's Black Friday weekend special. I'm so excited because we have a lineup of amazing authors. We're going to tell you a little bit about their book, how you can contact them, but more importantly, how you can get a copy of these books, because guess what? It's gift giving time. And whether it's for you, for someone, for a family, for a friend, or even someone in business, I think you'll find something for you here today. And our first guest is Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Mary Ellen, how is it going?
Oh, it's going wonderful. It's been just such a whirlwind over Thanksgiving with my new book coming out, and my daughter was visiting, and it's just been one blessing after another. I've just been totally humbled by the whole experience.
That's wonderful. Well, I'm going to let you tell a little bit about your new book, and I'm going to try to pull everything up here. Mary Ellen is she's an author, she's a speaker, she's an influencer, she's a social media personality. She is a woman who's full of spiritual wisdom and shares these insights to help elevate, expand, and enable you to live your best life. And she shares with us that her inspiration for writing is all God inspired. And she's going to share with us 3 of her books this evening. And I'm going to pull those up for you to see. So her first one, and I'm going to take myself down. I want to move this banner out of the way so that Mary Ellen can tell us about her newest release, Truth Lives. Mary Ellen.
Okay, Truth Lives is a book that just came out. Like you see the cover right there, everything the Thanksgiving holiday. It released on Thanksgiving Eve on Amazon Kindle, and on Thanksgiving Day, I woke up to be totally blessed that it was out in paperback already. Truth Lives is different than Healing Words and Truth Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing. But I wanted to write a book that would really teach people or assist people in discovering a new way of thinking, of seeing life differently, so that they could live a life of love and truth and peace and less stress and less anxiety. And I really wanted to put it in a way that would happen to the person who read the book. So Truth Lives is a book of 120 truths. Now I'm going to write 3 other editions in the Truth Lives series. So you'll have a total of 120 times 4 or whatever. Maybe I'll write 2 more, whatever. You'll have enough for a year. But I wanted to go ahead and get this one out. And after every 30 days, there's a page that separates the months. And you will see it right there. And I can't get it in there, but it's just a 1-page big truth. Like on page 30, it says, "Action may not always bring you happiness, and there is no happiness without action." And then it goes on to page 31. Embracing, appreciate your self-worth. And then I talk about that. So 31 then is a whole page of a whole other topic. So there are 120 truths in here to wake you up, to wake anyone in your family up, your life. It's a great gift for any person on your list. It's good for all ages, all religions, all whoever you need a gift for that you think, well, they have everything. What else am I going to give them? And the cover of this book is very, very special. I'm going to be speaking about it tomorrow on Miracles of Mary Ellen, because the cover is actually a painting by an artist friend of mine. Dino Carbetta is a very, very famous Christian artist. And the cover painting was originally entitled, "Let Us Begin Again." And that's what I want Truth Lives to be for everyone who touches it. In 2022, let us all begin again. Let us all begin to heal. Let us all begin to awaken. Let us all begin to rise up and encourage each other and be kind to each other and just love each other the way you're supposed to. So I thought Dino's painting, Mr. Carbetta's painting, Truth Lives, was such an appropriate cover for Truth Lives. And like I said, And I'm going to tell the wonderful inspirational story of how we met over social media. We've never met in person. Similar to you, you and I, LaWanna, have never met in person. Yet, I know what a good person you are, and Barbara is, and your whole wonderful group. And hopefully, you know that of myself as well. And Dino is just so gracious in allowing me to use his cover. Now he still owns the right to the cover, to the rights to, of course, to the painting. And it's just a wonderful, inspirational story of how social media can help instead of spreading so much negativity out there. My other books, did you want me to go on, LaWanna?
Yep, I'm getting ready to pull it up. I want to make sure we've got the next one, Taking Responsibility, Unleashes True Healing.
Okay. Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing, acronym for truth. And you'll see the peacock on the front of the book. Now, the peacock is there because you know how peacocks get their beautiful feathers? They eat thorns. And the harder the thorn is to digest in the digestive tract, the more beautiful the color in the peacock tail. Isn't that wonderful? And it's just like human beings. As we go through our life lessons, and we learn from them, that is the key, to learn from them. Then we grow our beautiful, beautiful peacock tails and become the peaceful, loving person that God wants us to be. Now, Truth, Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing is a little bit longer book. It's 366 daily truths, one to guide you through each day of your year. And I did 366 because my father-in-law was born on leap year. And so I wanted all the people out there who were born on leap year to have their extra special page. So it will also guide you on your life journey. It will teach you a new way of thinking. All of my books are very similar in that they are truth, and a truth is different than a fact. A truth is something like what you focus on expands, what you think about happens. God is, or like the Bible says, I am the Lord thy God. Those are all truths. Something that is not a truth would be like, it is nighttime right now in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's not a truth because it's not always going to be nighttime. A truth never changes. A truth is immutable. It's a physics principle. And if you live by God's truth, you will never, ever go wrong. And in my other book, Healing Words, Life Lessons to Inspire, it's the shortest of the three. It's the first one I wrote. This is the second edition that's out right now. And it's a little book of probably about 100 or so vignettes. And a vignette is very similar to like a poem. And you might see it there. It's just a page. Like this one right here says prayer. Some of you don't ever have time for God. And God always has time for you. Some of you have specified times for prayer, like morning and night. You should pray constantly, consistently. You should pray without ceasing. For prayer is how you talk to God. With your prayers shall come your peace. Become peaceful, pray. Amen. Now, each one of these, I have amen, only because all of my books come from my higher power, come from God. I actually heard all these words. In fact, I didn't want to write it. God kept bugging me with these words until I wrote them down. And after I wrote Truth, Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing, I thought, okay, good, I'm done. And then he kept bugging me again. So for Truth Lives. And then other people. So I guess now I'm on a roll. Anyway, I hope you will enjoy Truth Lives, Healing Words, and Truth, Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing. You can probably pick up all three of them on Amazon.com right now for maybe a little bit over $10 in the paperback version, probably less than that on Kindle.
Thank you so very much, Mary Ellen, for joining us on our first Authors Black Friday special. This is great. So, ladies, please check out Mary Ellen's books. I'm going to just show all of them to you again. Truth Lives, Again, you can get that on Amazon.com. Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing, 366 Daily Truths to Guide You. And I have this book and I love it. And it's just an awesome book. And Healing Words, Life Lessons to Inspire. Again, you won't go wrong with any of these books. They will bless you, and they are a great gift giver, stocking stuffer. So reach out to Mary Ellen, and you can also reach her at askmaryellen.com.
If you have questions for me, just shoot them over. I'll be glad to help you with anything in your life.
Thank you so much, Mary Ellen.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Our next speaker, I'm going to go out of order just for a little bit. And I'm going to show one small video, and then we're going to bring up Regina Pittman. Okay, so that, ladies, is the promo for my new collaborative book, and I'm really excited about that. That's coming up. It is Positioning Beyond the Pivot, and this book is designed to share our life lessons, individuals who've been in business for 5+ years, who've dealt with economic issues, employment issues, just customer issues, and how we have managed to not only pivot, but create a sense of relevancy, prevalence, and always remaining top of mind to our clients. So we'll be sharing stories and, again, life lessons to help inspire, influence, so that you can create impact and income in your life. So I'm really excited about that. Stay tuned, because in December, there's going to be more information on that book. If you want to be a part of the collaborative book, how you can sign up and get interviewed and see if your story will be the one selected to be a part of this small, intimate collection of stories, again, to create influence, impact, and income in your life. And now I'm bringing on my business partner to introduce her before we bring on Regina. Miss Amazing, 7-time award-winning, international best-selling author, Miss Barbara Beckley.
Thank you.
How's it going, Barbara?
It's going good. It's going really good. It's nice to be here again to, celebrate people, especially with their books and how because they put so much time and energy in it. So I'm glad that we were able to spotlight them tonight.
Yes, yes. I am so glad that you're here with me. So I want to just get right into, I'm going to bring Regina on and we'll introduce her. How's it going, Regina?
Hi. Can y'all hear me good?
We can hear you.
Okay,
You doing okay?
I am well. It's nice to see you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for responding to Barbara and I. We come up with last minute things. And we're like, you know what? We've celebrated our business owners with products and services, but we kind of left out our authors. So thank you for being on board. And I just want to tell people a little bit about what you're going to talk about today is your new book, Painkiller, a 10-day guide to help you heal your pain. And you stated that you write because it helps you and others to decrease suffering in life. So we're very, very much interested in what you have to say about that, because we know right now with the pandemic and just life in general, there's the ash and trash, the challenges, the burdens that we just have to go through. And the longer we live, we will experience some suffering. So real interested to hear a little bit about your book. And I'm going to show your banner and take Barbara and I down.
Okay. All right. So my name is Regina, and I am so excited about my book and becoming a new author, Painkiller. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 16 years. And this book came about, when COVID came and everybody had to sit down and reevaluate life. I was one. And so at that time, I was going through a lot of emotional pain. And so were all the other nurses and the family members, my family, pretty much, the whole world, everybody we encountered was going through a lot of pain. And so I sat down to create a journal for nurses. This was supposed to be a journal for nurses because that's, what I was doing at the time. And I wanted to create a tool for us to kind of get through the emotional stress we were dealing with. But then as I sat down and started to do it, I realized it wasn't just nurses. Everybody was going through this emotional pain. And so what was supposed to be a nursing journal turned into me writing about my life, which became a tool for me. And it helped me to realize all the things that I had been going through and all the things I had overcome. And so a lot of people are depressed and they don't realize the journey that they've been on, that they are survivors and that they have overcome a lot of things. And so through my writing this journal, I realized that about myself because I too was very depressed and didn't see the strength in myself. And so I created this journal, Painkiller, as a 10-day guide. And it talks about things such as trust and forgiveness and anger, all the things we experience in life. And I kind of tell you my story because, we all go through it. I tell my story. And then it's a guided journal, so it helps you to write your story. And I'm sure we all can relate to these stories and all have a story around this. And if you haven't been able to get through it or haven't realized that you've gotten through it, this journal will help guide you through that. And at the end of it, I have these call to actions, podcasts, books I've read, movies I've watched that kind of helped me along the way. And so that's what Painkiller is. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to have conversations with people about their pain. And I just want everyone to know that we all have pain, but we do not have to suffer. We do not have to suffer. You do not have to suffer at all. And so, but it's up to us to heal and to move forward.
Thank you so much, Regina. Again, this is pretty amazing. Barbara, any comments about this? I mean, isn't it amazing, Regina, that when we go through life, we don't really understand why we're going through it, why we have to go through it, but then those lessons learned, those experiences create this platform that we can help others, right?
Absolutely. And, just writing that down, documenting your life, you have to, I've learned that, I was always a writer. I would document the things I would go through, whether it would, be just me journaling what I was upset about, what I was happy about. And sometimes, just writing it down and going back and look at it will expose the things you've been through, the things you've gotten over, or the things you're still dealing with and need to get over. So I believe in the power of the pen. I believe in writing it down. I believe in, you just taking your time and evaluating by writing what you're going through, how you're feeling. Sometimes, we can't talk to somebody else and tell them exactly how we feeling, or we may hurt somebody's feelings, but in your personal journal, you can write those things down and you can talk your way through some of those things.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Barbara. Is there anything you want to add before we say goodbye for now to Regina?
Like always, thank you, Regina, for putting yourself out there. I know it takes a lot to put, pen to the paper and put it out there for the world. So thank you for putting your heart out there so we can understand about Painkiller.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Regina. And ladies, you can get your copy of Painkiller, a 10-day guide to help you kill your pain on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, as well as PayPro publishing.com. Thank you again, Regina. Happy holidays.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, we now have this woman needs no introduction in our community. This is none other than Teresa Wright Johnson, the amazing mompreneur strategist, helping you to think out of the box, creative ways to make money. And she is the connector. Welcome so much, Teresa. I'm so excited to hear what you have to share about your ebook, Making Money Out of the Box. And Barbara and I are going to take ourselves down and let you take it away.
Okay, I'm a little under the weather today, but I am going to tell you about making money out the box, about the ebook, and the why of making money out the box. I was getting to listen to a little bit of Regina, and it has to do with live life experience again, those trials and tribulations you've been through in life. And I started learning how to work at home and find real credible jobs over 10 years ago, when I had to be on bed rest, carrying children. I had a hard time carrying children. However, I had a wonderful job that had, all those corporate American benefits, a huge company, but my paycheck went from 100% to 60% of what I was short term and all those types of great disabilities and all those great benefits. However, my pay changed, but my bills didn't change. My life didn't change. So I found myself searching for ways to make money from home, actually in the bed, laying down on bed rest. And I got schemed, I got scammed, and then I came across some real work at home and additional supplemental income opportunities. And as I did so, I just incorporated those things into my life, even when I went back to my full-time job, because I realized, hey, I need extra streams of income. And when I started doing that, I started teaching other women, in particular moms, how to do it, because this is for men, women, moms. I mean, I've been able to help people from siblings to my own spouse find work at home jobs, to friends, and all sorts of things. But one day it came to me, maybe I should create a list of all this work at home information. And when I talk about work at home, I'm talking about companies that are hiring for real jobs. And right now, more than ever, how many people don't want to go back to the office after what we've been through via pandemic? Or how many business owners need some additional stream of income, or just want to do something else, but you don't want to go back to the hustle and grind of the rat race? That's what making money out the box has become. That's the name of that list. It became a list. Then it became an event. Then it became me doing one-on-one sessions. Then it became me going into corporations, companies, social services, welfare to workplaces, showing people how to make money out the box. So these can be entry-level jobs. These can be jobs even for clinicians. I was just talking to someone today. Telemed, telehealth, all those things are huge now. Many of those providers no longer want to go and work inside of the office. Hundreds of ways to make money out the box. That's what it's about. We talk about work at home opportunities, contracting yourself out, even fun little things like mystery shopping and focus groups. That's what my product is about. So that's it. I ended up having 60% of my salary going to, not having all my salary, and then finding ways to make money out the box. And eventually I was able to leave that job. Actually, no, they let me start a work at home department first for that company. And then I left that job because I had found so many sources of making money out the box for myself that I could supplement my income so I could start my business and maintain my business. And what I want to say is I've always had this toolbox now when I don't want to go back to working for someone. When I went through a divorce and had to leave everything, I never had to go back to typical jobs. Or if I had a typical job, it was a part-time job, and I was able to figure out, hey, this is money I can make over here. So I encourage you, if now than ever, figure out how to get your toolbox so you know how to make money out the box. Hey, it's good for high schoolers and college students too, or maybe that person that hasn't started in the working world yet. just another tool resource. Always keep your toolbox so you're ready. I think that's all I have to say, ladies.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Teresa, for just being an incredible member and support of our community and all that you do around the world for women, for young mommies, for single mothers. We honor and appreciate you, and thank you for sharing this with our audience. And we pray that you feel better soon.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I hope so too. It's just allergies. The lovely weather in Georgia, you know how it does us. So lovely. Thank you for having me. And I hope this is an opportunity for someone out there. If it's not for you, it could be for a family member, so that you're not stuck. There are so many ways to make money. It's no reason no one should be without some source of income or various sources. Thanks for having me. I love Celebrate You. Let's celebrate and make that money out the box.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, Barbara. How cool was that?
Yes. Make it out the box. That's always have your toolbox. And I love when it says making money. That helps.
Well, I know in a few minutes we're about to bring on Dr. Derashay Zorn, who's in the house. It's always an honor and a privilege to have her on stage. But I heard from a little birdie that you got something out the box that you want to tell people about, that you have coming. I think it's in July. I'm not July. I'm putting it 6 months out, January 2022.
Yes. January 2022. Yes. The little birdie. Thank you, little birdie. So yes, I have what I'm coming is called the Social Media Secrets for the Biz Queen. And I always tell people, getting through, I call the jungle social media, because if you don't strategically, and we're always talking about being strategic, but you always have to be strategic in social media too. And sometimes I think people forget that. They look at their business plans and, their promotional plan, but they don't look at, okay, that's a tool. That's a tool, social media, and you have to know how to maneuver in it. So I have the workshop coming up, starting January 22nd, and it's a 1-hour workshop for 6 weeks. I will be taking you and guiding you through basically, first of all, understanding what your product is and how you can give results to others, all the way to understanding what platform should I be looking at? What platforms, where are my clients? Where do they live at? Where do they talk? Where do they speak? Where do they want me? They want you. So that's what I'll be showing everybody. And at the end, I'll have an extra. I always give bonuses. And you'll get a 30-minute session with me going over your social media assessment, just to make sure, things are looking right, and maybe I can give you some suggestions. So all that's in a wonderful little package that starts January 22nd. Social Media Secrets for the Biz Queens. Thank you, LaWanna.
Okay. That's going to be fantastic. And now let me put this in order. Drum roll. Dr. Derashay is in the house. How's it going, Derashay?
How are you guys?
Doing well. I'm going to take ourselves down, but before, I just want to give a brief introduction. For those of you who do not know, this global leader and influencer, Dr. Derashay is she is a serial entrepreneur. She is doing some amazing things in Africa, in the UK, and here in the US. She is a publisher. She has her I Am Her international community. And based on that, there are international conferences and award shows that she does, really creating a bridge between the Americas, the UK, and Africa, and just celebrating who women are through God's word. So right now, I want to turn it over to you, Dr. Derashay, to talk to us about this All-Star Bundle.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Listen, I'm absolutely, first of all, excited about the Author All-Star Bundle. This is something absolutely new that's just dropped this weekend, and it is absolutely everything that authors need for such a time as this, especially if you're looking to increase your influence, your impact, and your income. income. Listen, this is a very fully loaded offer. It's very, very fully loaded because it comes with a 32-page book marketing planner. I'm telling you, it's from almost A to Z with everything that you need to appropriately brand and market yourself as an, listen, you should be an authorpreneur, right? You didn't write a book just to have it, right? You came with a message that the world needs to hear. And with that messaging that you have, it surely can be packaged, right? It could be packaged so that you can develop multiple streams of income. So yes, right now it may just be packaged in the book, right? And so, but however, you can package that message and place it on several different platforms to generate multiple streams of income. And that is where the second item within this package come from. It has the author's ATM, right? Is included in there. It's the author ATM masterclass, and it's something that would definitely enlighten you on the various streams of income that you can develop from the message that you have placed inside of your book. As a matter of fact, I think it's over 20, 25, something like that, different streams of income. In addition, it comes with, I think this particular one has a 5-figure profit plan in there, and just showing you how you can take the book, right, and do various things and begin to develop that profit plan from your message. Listen, if you can put a 5-figure together, you can put a 6-figure together. You can definitely put a 7-figure profit plan together with the content, right, that is provided within this all-star package. And then I just don't leave you there, right? We also provide in there the Harmony Business Collection Canva templates. You know, you may not just be very technology in tune when it comes to, branding or putting together flyers and things of that nature. Listen, don't worry about it. This package have everything taken care for you. Only thing you have to do is drag and drop your picture, put your information on there, change out the colors, and it is loaded with an instructional video as well for you to do that. Listen, and even if you don't want to put your time and energy into doing that, listen, we definitely have another offer where we can do it for you as well. And so we decided that this particular bundle needed to be put together because we wanted to bridge the gap. We wanted to bridge the gap between the authors and the measure of influence, impact, and income that they are making. And when I say this bundle is absolutely everything that you need to make it happen, listen, you're really going to be able to dig in and know what is your marketing goals for your book. How much money do you really, really, really want to make with your message? Because everybody know I'm all about the multiple streams of income, because royalties surely not it. How to gather a team, right? It gives you, the worksheets on gathering a team and the various components that's necessary, right? So that you can spread your message very far and wide. It also helps you establish that online presence that's necessary. Visibility, right? Visibility is absolutely everything because it brings credibility, and with credibility comes compensation, right? In addition, you can definitely put together an amazing author and media kit. Listen, an author should not be without it, and it helps you prepare and line up those interview appearances, whether it's on podcasts or book club appearances, and so much more. So listen, you guys need to go ahead. Listen, if you want this, if this right here, all-star package is for you. If you're ready to rock, right? You're ready to begin to rock your space, connect with the audience, your target audience, right? This author all-star package is for you. You can pick it up at px.fyi/author all-star. I know that you're all-star, and this package right here is just going to help you take it to the next level. I so look forward to how you're getting ready to rock the internet street with this author all-star bundle. Hurry up and pick it up today before the price goes up. It's only $97. I'm excited for what it is that you're getting ready to do with this author all-star bundle.
I love that, Dr. Derashay. And I know some people are wondering and scratching their heads like, okay, Barbara, LaWanna, do you kind of do this? You know what? There are 7 billion people in the world, and it's teamwork that makes the dream work. And we're introducing you to our power team. You're about to hear from another powerhouse, Dr. Tamara Patzer, in a minute. And what we want to show you is we don't know it all, but together, I believe we have it all. And you heard Dr. Derashay say, whether you want to make 5 figures, 6 figures, we are on a journey for the 7-figure mark. Success leaves clues, individuals, and for each individual that wants to see the clues. And I think what Dr. Derashay has for you, she did all the work, and then she's slashed the prices to where it's like a no-brainer. So again, if you're an author and you really want to show up, have impact, influence, and as she said, income, what does it hurt? Barbara, how much do we spend money on stuff we don't even need?
A lot. A lot.
Right. So, Dr. Derashay, thank you so much for joining us on stage and sharing this exciting new author all-star bundle. I love the fact that you've taken your joy of writing, your love for God and the ministry and outreach, and your brilliance in technology, and wove them together. I just can't wait to see all that you have popping for 2022. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. So, ladies, keep your eyes on Dr. Derashay.
It definitely is, and thank you guys so much for just having me here for this weekend. And I definitely love to celebrate you, family. I love you guys as well. You guys have an amazing, amazing weekend.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you, Queen.
Happy holidays.
How cool is that?
Wow. Awesome bundle. I'm like, $97. That's just good value.
And now, drum roll, we got another powerhouse in the house. We have the amazing Dr. Tammy Patzer here with us. How's it going, Tammy?
Pretty good. It was kind of funny because I was in my pajamas and then I said, wait a second, what time is it? So I had to get up, but I tuned in and been listening to everyone, and it is very exciting because everybody has been talking about what I think is really important. And a lot of people, they want to write books. They do write books. They get their book and they may even be best-selling authors. And then at that point, most of the time they'll say, now what? And so I think it's really important that we do think about what is beyond the bestseller. So that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about. And everyone has actually talked about how do you use your book for multiple streams of income. And many people want to be.
Dr. Tammy, I'd like you to, because I'm going to take Barbara and I down.
Okay.
I want you to let individuals know about your mass communication and media background, and
Okay.
then go into your book, because I think it's really important for, again, we're bringing on powerhouses. We're showing you who our publicists and who our guides are as we go through our journey of authorship, and we celebrate you and thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you.
So take it away.
Thanks. So a little bit about my background. I actually have a master's degree in mass communications, and I also have a PhD in journalism, mass communications, and I've also taught at University of South Florida in Tampa and several other Florida community colleges or state colleges and universities. And one of the things now, I no longer teach actively in the university system, but I teach a lot, and I work with many entrepreneurs, professionals, and especially women who want to either write a book or publish a book. And again, like I said earlier, what happened with me is I was helping people write and publish their books, but the question always came, what's next? What do I do next? And because of my media background, I also was a newspaper editor and a TV news producer, and I taught social media at the college. And so what I did is what I call a new media mash. I took everything I knew about old school media, mashed it up with new media, social media, and all of the technology that we're dealing with today. And I actually ended up with a book called Beyond the Bestseller, How to Create Your Platform to Create More Influence, Impact, and Income. And I think that's a really important term, is about the income part, because many people want to be speakers. They want to get on the stage. They want to do virtual events, but they really don't know how to monetize it. And part of what I do with people is I see myself as the messenger's messenger. So you have this big message and this big mission, and my job is to either help you get that message out, but my sweet spot where I really like to focus is Beyond the Bestseller, where we talk about how you're going to use your book to start making those multiple streams of income and how you can actually leverage it. So, for example, we might develop a marketing plan, and you might go on a virtual tour. You might go on a live tour. Maybe you'll be on TV. Maybe you'll want to do radio shows or podcasts. We typically do podcasts, and I actually have a program called the 6-Figure Podcast Guest. And in that, we work on your message, on your talking points. We make your media one sheets. We get you 100% prepared with a solid foundation. And then either I teach you how to go book yourself, or I help book you so that you can get it started, and then we leverage all those appearances. And that again is where many people, they think I want more, when the reality is it isn't that you want more, it's that you want to use all of your interviews and get the biggest impact during that time, but you want to reuse them and leverage them. And one way that I do that is I might take your podcast or your TV interview and make sure that it gets out to all the different social media outlets. And I might write a press release with that so that it'll actually help you grow your online footprint. And we want to see your online footprint grow what I call wide and deep, so that whenever anyone looks you up, there you are. Or they're always seeing you in social media. So those are just some of the things I do. And I think it's important that no matter what you do when you're writing a book or appearing on podcasts or TV shows, that you actually do put together a plan, not only a plan that looks at what you're going to do, but a plan that looks at what you've already done. And then, of course, you can work with someone like Barbara, who works with social media, and say, okay, I've got everything I've done and what I hope to do. Let's get it out there, and let's leverage this beyond. And again, it's beyond the bestseller. It's beyond the podcast. It's beyond where you think it is. A book is a really good way to help your credibility and your celebrity status. I actually do several book projects every year. I have expert profiles, women innovators. I have podcasts where people come on and I interview them, and then we leverage that. So there's a plan to the madness of it all. And it sounds like and looks like my friends LaWanna and Barbara are back, but I do want to just say, hey, if you'd like to talk to me, you can just send me a little email to tamarapatzer@gmail.com. We'll set up an appointment. Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Tammy.
Tammy.
Barbara.
Thank you, Tammy, so much. Beyond the bestseller, yes. And as we said, we work with people that are strategic partners as Tammy, because she's a rock star in what she does. So we're bringing the big guns out. It's just not just somebody that just been doing this for a little bit. Look, this woman has been doing this for a lifetime. She knows what she's doing, and she knows how to take people to the next level in their books and in everything else. So thank you, Tammy, for coming on and just sharing your wealth of knowledge and wisdom in your book for people to purchase.
Thank you so much, Tammy, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays, lady.
Happy holidays. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Wow, was that cool?
Powerhouse. Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, we have, I think you're about to introduce
Yes.
someone who wasn't able to be here, but she sent a video. Don't you love technology?
Technology, and she loved it too, because she said, thank you. So Miss PastorPaulette Harper, she's an Amazon one-time award-winning best-selling author. She's also a publisher, and she's a sought-out speaker, and her mission is to help women find hope through transformation, restoration, and reclaiming their lives via workshops, conferences, and seminars. And she has this collaboration book, For Such a Time as This, and we're going to bring her video on, Paulette Harper.
Okay. Let me find the video. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I am Pastor P, also known as the creative story coach to nonfiction authors. And I'm coming on here to share with you an amazing book that was released on November the 9th called For Such a Time as This. This is a compilation of 20 authors who decided to share their real stories, real faith, and their real transformation coming from Esther 4:14. And the scripture says, perhaps for this moment, you have been created for such a time as this. And this anthology gave way for a lot of authors to share those moments that they defied the odds and they took life in their own manners, and they began to share these stories of transformation. You can find copies of this book on Amazon and also on my website. You can connect with me there. My website is www.pauletteharper.com, and I hope that you grab a copy of this amazing transformation book for such a time as this.
Awesome. Yes.
How cool is that? I love the cover. I love the whole message, this collaborative message that she has put together. So folks, go out, purchase these books. Books are always a good gift, right, Barbara?
Yes, they are. They're good. What you always say, stocking stuffer. I love when you say that.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So who else do we have?
So we have another wonderful lady that is coming in via video. Her name is Mrs. Oh, sorry. I got it a little bit twisted. There we go. Sandy Sanders. And she has a wonderful, she is basically more than, she's been on Amazon bestselling at least 5 or 6 times. She's a speaker on different platforms throughout and international speaker. And she also has her own show called Conversation, Coffee Conversation, which is she has every week. And she brings women and just men together to talk about just having conversations about their lives and their purpose. So she has this gratitude journal, Coffee Conversations, that came out that she's really pushing because she wants people to understand that it's so important to be, to have gratitude, to just be thankful. And we already had Thanksgiving, so this comes right on time with her journal. So we're going to play her video.
All right. Really?
Hi, everyone. This is Sandy Sanders, international best-selling author, award-winning talk show host of Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends. I am so delighted to offer you our gratitude journal of Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends for the 2nd year. And here it is. Yes, indeed. I am so excited to offer this book to you. It is a journal that in the morning you will have a space that you can just jot down those things that you're most grateful for, what's in your heart, as well as in the middle of the day, what would you like to show yourself what you're most grateful for, and even give yourself some kudos and what you're grateful for achieving that goal. Then there's a space that you can put down people that you're grateful for, things that you're grateful for. The one I love the most, though, is the section that is about evening. And in the evening, you can just simply jot down those things, as you can see there, as well as what have been your prayer requests. What have been some prayers that have been truly answered? And so you definitely want to have this journal in your toolbox. And we are going to offer you during this season and on this particular broadcast, because you're watching, you're going to get the offer of buy one, get one free. So you're getting 2 journals for the price of one, basically, and then some, because it's going to include the shipping as well. So you're getting 2 journals for the price of one, and it's $25. So I want you to take advantage of this offer since you're watching this broadcast. And yes, we will not be offering it anywhere else. So do reach out to me. You can connect with me. Send me a text. Call me 980-329-2389. Or you can go to my website where we will have the special offer for this broadcast only. And we'll get with the producers or the host of this show so they can let us know how long this will be airing. So that is www.coffeeconversationswithsandy.com. Again, that is www.coffeeconversationswithsandy.com. I am so excited to be with you. What do I achieve, and why did I start writing? It is simply because I wanted to share my story. There are other books that we didn't showcase, but journaling, being grateful, and yes, my love for coffee. So when you have that quiet moment that you're either sitting at your kitchen table or building memories with your families and your loved ones, this is a great way to do it. So I look forward to putting this journal in your hand.
Barbara?
Yes, I just love journals. I love journals. And I feel like this is a really nice one just to always remind you what to be thankful for. And, you do it on a daily basis, and then you can start reaching out and maybe showering that with other people and making sure that, they understand that, it's really important to be grateful for what's going on in your world. And as we know, with everything going on the last 2 years, we should be very grateful of a lot of things.
Yes, grateful every day, not just the one time of the year, right?
That's not the one time of the year, as I always say.
Well, we're going to go a little bit out of order because we're waiting for another speaker and author. So let's bring up Lisa Renee. How's it going, Lisa?
It's going very well. Thank you so much, ladies, for the opportunity to be here and to promote my book. I'm touched when I seen the offer in the group. I'm sorry. I love it. I love it. Thank you again. Well, the name of my book is.
One second. Let us introduce you if it's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, we're excited. We are members of another community, 50 and Wiser community, and Lisa is joining us on Celebrate You to share with us about her book, 17 Days Until. Prepare your heart, mind, and soul for the trial of a loved one. And the one thing that she said is as far as what inspires her to write, is she's inspired to write so that others know that there's a better way of doing life. So I am going to take us out of the way and allow you to tell us everything that you want to tell us about 17 Days Until.
Okay, 17 Days Until, preparing your heart and mind, your heart, soul, and mind for the trial of a loved one. It was inspired by Holy Spirit. I searched for 3 years on instructions, on guidance, on what to do, how to be, how to appear, how to show up inside of the courtroom. Of course, I'd never done it before, and I was fully intimidated by it. So Holy Spirit led me to begin to journal about it. And each day, it started at 17 days. He would lead me from the 17th through the actual day of journaling, and he would give me scriptures. So I would journal about those scriptures and how those scriptures would empower my life to be able to show up in the courtroom empowered, with my head held high, and knowing that God was with me, and there was nothing that could be said or heard in that courtroom that was going to make my knees buckle. I had to stand in the strength that God had given me, and I knew he was there beyond a shadow of a doubt. And so I wrote the book to inspire others to know that there is a better way to do this, and there is help out there. I didn't find the help when I needed. So there's a quote that we often hear that says we need to show up as the change that we want to see. So I took that upon myself and I ran with it. And I am proud of how the responses that I'm getting from the individuals of incarcerated loved ones have reached out to me so far. And they are loving the impact of the book so much that they are feeling the presence of God when they read the book. And that's how I experienced it as well. And so it moving on to them is just does my heart so good to be able to have this type of impact through God, and knowing that Holy Spirit walks with me daily, no matter what the outcome is in anyone's trial of a loved one, knowing that you're not there by yourself, and you must take your power back, hold your head up high, and know that you are never left alone.
Thank you, Lisa, for sharing this. There's so many conversations that we just don't want to have. Yes. But we need to have. We need to change the narrative. We need to change the mindset. And what you said is, you're not alone. And this is something to help as you go through, kind of this unthinkable but real journey that faces a lot of individuals, and especially in the communities of color.
Yes.
We need to have those resources to help us go through this journey, and to be a support for our family, and to still be able to stand in our own strength. Yes?
Yes.
Barbara?
Yes, definitely. And I always tell people that the people that, that transition or what have you, they would want you to continue on. They would want you to do what you need to do in life, because that's what we're here for. So thank you for that book, because it's really needed for people to read that and understand and prepare their hearts, because it's hard. It's hard.
It's hard. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so very much, Lisa, for joining us. Ladies, please purchase this book. Get in contact with Lisa. Connect. And Lisa, thank you again, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well.
Happy holidays.
All right, Barbara, we are almost at the end, right?
I think so, yes. So we should have one other person coming. Do we have them ready?
I'm bringing it.
Okay, there she is.
It's LaWanna.
It's the LL, the LaWannas tonight.
Hi, LaWanna. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. And I'm still getting used to the fact that, because it's never happened before, someone has my name. Since I'm the oldest, you have my name.
I'll give you that for now. Well, LaWanna Parker is just an amazing gem. I had the honor and privilege of meeting her a year ago. She is a speaker. She has a passion for journaling. She's a podcaster. She's a teacher. She's an educator, and she's an author. And so we are going to take ourselves down and allow LaWanna to talk about her book, Courage to Live My Dream. Take it away, LaWanna.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me today. Well, to tell you the truth, when I wrote this book, that was not the original plan. I found myself in a really bad situation. And I don't mean something was happening to me physically, but mentally, I was going through some rough things. And a friend of mine who noticed that something was up made the comment to me, if you can't talk about what's bothering you, why don't you write it down? She shouldn't have had to tell me that, because that's what I'd always done in the past. But that's just to show you how bad I was. I was in this place, and that didn't even cross my mind. But when I did, it made a big difference. This book started out as just a way to get stuff out of my head, because whether you know it or not, when you hold stuff in, it can create health issues, mental health issues, physical health issues. And I didn't want that. I'm one of those rare people who does not like to go visit a doctor. So when I started writing this stuff down, it was like it was freeing me up. And then I found myself setting it aside. And a few days later, I went and looked at it again, because I was thinking about adding more to it. And I'm reading what I had already written. And what I discovered was that this book not only caused me to start thinking of how to get out of my situation, but I suddenly realized what I was going through, somebody else may be going through the same thing, and maybe I could help them. So I did a little tweaking to make it into a book and turned it into, I gave myself my answers that I needed, and those answers have worked for me. But it wasn't until several months later, when I had this voice going in my head telling me I need to journal. That's what started my passion for journaling. And I'm working on another book right now. But I have to tell you, if you've got stuff bothering you and you can't talk to anyone about it, even if it's only a notebook, just start scribbling. And don't try to make any sense of it. Don't try to put it into any type of order. Just write whatever your mind is telling you. Because as one of the earlier speakers said, when you're praying to God, no matter what time of day or night it is, that's your way of communicating. For me, I have discovered that writing is my way of communicating with God. And when I get answers to whatever it is that I put forward, I know it's his response to me. He's communicating with me. And so it's been a great help for me to write stuff down. And I encourage people to get into journaling. Journaling can help you in so many ways, and there's so many types of journals that you can have. You can have a prayer journal, which I encourage you to do, because it's a great help when things come on your mind, and maybe you're part of a group that only meets at a certain time and you want to get everybody involved. If you got it written down, when you get together, you can ask people to help you with that situation by praying for you. Because at my age, I tend to forget things if they're not written anymore. But you can have a money journal, you can have a travel journal, just about anything that you can do, you can have a journal for it. And it works wonders. I work with women on Monday evenings, and what we do is we just get together and we write, and sometimes we talk. But the whole point of it is that they get things off their chest, and it makes them feel so much better. I've got one who's already talking about turning her journal into a book. There's a million things you can do with just by journaling. Get your information out there. So I'm encouraging you. You can come and see me, join my class, and we'll have fun just getting stuff out your mind. I don't care how bad you're feeling. You'll leave feeling much, much better.
Yes. Thank you so much, LaWanna, for sharing this. And you're right. There's so much power in journaling, from a mental, spiritual, it's just a therapeutic or cathartic release for us. But then when we go back and we look at those lessons learned or those solutions, we can then take it and put it into a book, put it into a training, put it into a coaching session. There's so many things that we can do with it, or just create a beautiful anthology for our family history, right? It's a way to preserve our lived experience.
Yeah.
So with that, we want to say thank you so much for joining us. Ladies, please check out LaWanna Parker at LaWannaspeaks.com. Her phone number is here. You can get a copy of her Courage to Live My Dreams. Check out the link here. And LaWanna, thank you so much for joining us, and happy holidays.
Thank you again for inviting me, and happy after Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. Well, Barbara, I'm just going to quickly run through, just show these slides as you close us out. Is that okay?
Yeah, really. So this is what we talk about when we're talking about getting in front and making sure that you are being seen. Now, all these wonderful authors that came on today, be it was, they did it live or video, they showed up. They showed up and they said, you know what? I created impact in this book. I took the time and effort and all that sweat of writing and
equity. Yes.
All that sweat and tears and everything that, you do when you're writing a book, or you're putting a book together, or you're doing an instructional book to, a best-selling author, to, just telling your story, what have you. And they said, you know what? It's just not going to sit on the shelf and get dusty. I tell people, where's your book? Oh, it's in the garage. What? No, get them out of the garage, put them on a platform like this, show people that you didn't waste your time and energy. So we want to make sure, and we made sure tonight, part of Celebrate You special live, Celebrate You live, that we brought on some of the authors that said, you know what, I want to show up. Thank you. We put the call out there. They answered the call, and they showed up. And now all these authors that you didn't probably maybe know before, now you can reach out and say, wow, I didn't know there was that bundle from Dr. Derashay. I didn't know, about these journaling and how important it is, the gratitude journal. I mean, there's so much, collaboration books paired to single books, beyond the bestseller. Now you can know how to go beyond. So there's so much knowledge that was in this hour. In a different array of it. Making money out the box. Who doesn't want to make money? So there's just so much. And a lot of other books were motivational, and also, getting your heart together, and especially with today and what's going on. So please reach out. We put all that information out there about each author, where you can get the book, where you can purchase the book. But, the biggest thing is supporting each other, making sure that, if you don't need it, you never know, another person, family or friend might need it. So always never to say no. There's always somebody that needs something from each other.
Yes, love it, love it. Well, Barbara, this has been amazing. Thank you again for joining me on another first for our Celebrate You live platform, our Authors Black Friday weekend. We just couldn't ignore our authors. We had something special, which is a heavier lift that we're doing in support of our products and services, but we wanted to pause and just bring on the authors who were available at this 9th hour, because it hasn't been out there long. We literally just said, let's do this today. And you will, we'll repost this again tomorrow, encouraging everyone to take advantage of the sales and promotions that you heard tonight. And also just get the book. I mean, it may not be on sale, but it is of value to you, especially linking up with our partners, Dr. Derashay and Dr. Tammy. So thank you again, Barbara, for joining us. And ladies, we ask that you be blessed. Continue to write. Remember the power of the pen. Your voice matters. Your story can change a life, can change the trajectory of the next generation. Yes. So be bold, speak out, and write.